Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Nick starting with a pass. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Broncos will have a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first. It's Nix out of the pistol. Finds a man right side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Go! Straight to the air here. It's Young. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Now run here with Blake Corum. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Escapes the pocket. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Oh my, they're faking it on their opening drive. And they get to him just in time. Another step or two, and that fake would have moved the chains. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first down, Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up second down. Nix from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On third down, here's Nix. Able to get it to Franklin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing here, Nix. The throw is caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Williams has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Ready. Motion man sent left. To throw it on 1st down. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Throw on 3rd down. This one taken in by Corum. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. We will not get it. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 4th down, so we should see the punt team on to send it away. They're going for this. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Corum. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Buying some time right. Launching deep down the right sideline. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, that's a tough one right there. Actually, when you're outside the pocket, because your body is going and moving laterally, it often takes the ball out of bounds just like that. That's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready.
Pass play now. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action on 1st down. That one's caught along the left sideline. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Oh, he nearly reeled that in. As close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion.
You know, that's a high degree of difficulty throw. Not a lot get tougher than that one. But now, fortunately, Kate, he aired it closer to the sideline, and it goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Ready.
Shakir in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
4th and forever coming up.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Back to throw, needing a first. Throw is caught by the back. And they make the tackle at the 38. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. When he gets it forward, it's still about a yard out of that. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Braylon Trice there to meet him. They've got a man in motion. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Broncos in possession.
On the set.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
19 Lions. 10. Half the 60. Half the 60. And hey. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go.
Throwing from the gun. Completes this one to Corum. And he gets him around 6 there. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing on 2nd and 4. Complete out to the right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. To throw here on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Set.
From the 31. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's 3rd and short.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Chased out to his right. Finds his man, Corum. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
19 Pioneer. Set go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go. Set.
He'll throw it yet again. Dumped off to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
18 round, 18 round. Warriors 17.
Nix from the gun. That's caught. He found some space. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided first half. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
Panthers nothing.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half.
That's the end of the first
So we're
half.
through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down run by Corum. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Flushed out of the pocket. Misfire there, couldn't connect. Looking for the back that time. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On the ready.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And he's going to be out of bounds a few yards short of the first. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Set. Ready.
Now Nix. Brought in right side by Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7. Let go.
Nix with it on 1st. Pass is caught at the 9. It's a Denver touchdown. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He'll take this at the 10. And he doesn't make it very far. Tackled at his own 10-yard line.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Ready. Break.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Go.
They're going play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Back now, pressure on its way. Hauled in left side. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They put a receiver in motion here left. They are throwing it again. He puts some power on a deep one. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers put at least a tiny dent into that lead. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Panthers cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the jump.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Viking 18.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Mims with the grab. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Hand off to the back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 3rd down, here's Williams. He has the 1st and still going past the 35. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Broncos tack on 7 more to their lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He breaks the tackle. And his return's going to go out of bounds and set them up with a drive starting from the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Receiver in motion going left. Airing it out to start this drive. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And it's a nice little chunk here. 6 yards. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26 on 2nd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his